Dental Clinic, Royal Aesthetics, Culture Foodry, Skin Tissue, Maynox PH, Cersei Beauty Studio, Cleaners on the Go, Skin Boulevard, Urban Essence, and Bread and Butter.
Parang ano siya, alam.
Alright, maraming salamat po ulit sa inyong lahat. Kamusta po? And did you enjoy our food dyan sa likod? Maraming salamat to our dear sponsors for making this possible. And tomorrow po ay very amazing because it's press presentation for Miss Grand Philippines. I'm pretty sure na excited po kayong lahat to meet our wonderful contestants. Tama po ba?
Yes!
Ayan, so, without further ado, allow me to introduce to you the star for today. She is my Miss Manila sister, but she represented España. This time around, she will be representing Manila for Miss Grand Philippines. She is the one and the only Doctora Jubilee Acosta. Super ganda, di ba? Very pretty. Ayan, how are you feeling, Ate J? I'm pretty sure na sobrang excited ka today.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you all na dumating kayo on this joyous afternoon. And of course, I'm feeling excited and the grand heat is on.
It's on, tandaan natin yan. And Ate, would it be alright if you give us a brief background about yourself, especially sa mga hindi pa nakikilala and for those watching us live?
Yes. So actually, I see some familiar faces, especially Miss Manila stint. Hello everyone. But to the others who first saw me in person, well, I'm Jubilee Acosta. I'm 27 years old. And I'm representing the city of Manila for Miss Grand Philippines 2024. Aside from that, I am a third-generation medical doctor in the family on both sides, who also happens to be a licensed psychometrician. And through the experiences I have gathered in the past, I have actually learned that wars are not only seen in battlefields, they're also seen in hospitals as well. And as a doctor, I fight for health and wage war against illnesses. Thank you.
Diba? Ang sagot na ay pang Q&A na. Kaya niyo yun? So, okay. Ate, are you ready for us to start this event?
Ready na!
Ayan, so simulan na natin and allow me to open the floor for any of your questions.
Noy, nervyoso. Pwede ka. Jubilee. Here. Ganda. Parang si J. Barbo lang. Yeah. Hello. Ay. JLB.
Hello, Kay.
Twin sister.
Oh, ayan. Hello, Kay. By the way, I'm calling for OK and Worldwide. Okay. My first question is, since you have approximately a week to prepare for the final event of Miss Grand Philippines, can you tell us what kind of game plan do you have to show the people that you've got what it takes to be the next Miss Grand Philippines?
Actually, I have prepared for this even a year before. I intentionally joined Miss Grand Philippines because I feel that I have the energy, I have the vibe to be in that stage. And for the preparation, I know that it's a short pageant, but it's a special pageant because I feel that whoever would be the winner in that on September 29 will already represent the Philippines on the international stage, and the girl would actually go after 3 or 5 days agad to Thailand. But of course, when with regards to the preparations, from the start of the pageant, I feel that I'm already prepared. I devoted my time for months. My team, they supported me ever since I think February or January, and I already told them that I wanted to be Miss Grand. So for here, I'm already ready. I kind of changed my styling as compared to the Miss Manila stint. I changed my pasarela, and I practiced every single day up to this day for me to show what I have on the national stage for Miss Grand.
Okay. What platform or idea would you like to share to your sister in Midnight?
The platform or my cause, right? Okay. So my cause is actually giving holistic access to quality healthcare of the Filipinos, especially the underserved Filipino community. We all know that everyone has the right to be given proper medication and proper treatment. And when I say that, it's not only the physical health, like your sickness and everything, it's also your mental health. That's why ever since I know that I am able to give that because of the formal education that I have, I'm actually a licensed psychometrician. I'm a medical doctor, and aside from that, I even trained abroad in the University of British Columbia in Canada, which I specialize in mood disorders and psychiatry. So every part of health is really dear to me.
Okay. Speaking of, you mentioned that you are a licensed psychometrician.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, pero normally narinig ko yung mga ganyan work nasa HR department.
Yes.
Oh, so can you tell us more about the nature of the work? Of the
Okay.
job?
So, when you say licensed psychometrician, tama po si Sir no, na it's really more of HR, but what is taught in pre-med or in psychology is 3 parts. It's educational, it's industrial, and it's clinical. So for me, in my clinical portion, I was exposed to people with that has mental health issues as well. And also, of course, I know that my friends and my family, hindi na po ako magbabanggit kung sino, but they have gone through so much. One of my relatives died of suicide. And my other relatives as well are really suffering for depression and anxiety. And with that, I have been exposed to that area ever since. That's why I even got into psychology in the first place. But then again, what's nice about psychology sa mga gusto maging psychologist dyan is we have different branches. We can go to guidance counseling. We can go to clinical, especially in the hospital. We can also teach preschool kids. And actually, back in pre-med, I also taught. So I was a preschool teacher for around 8 months. So I'm really close with kids. So psych is a really diverse sector. That's why I like it as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Jay.
you.
Best of luck in your podcast. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jay Barbo. Hi, Jay.
Hello, twin sister.
It seems like I'm calling myself also.
Yeah. See you.
Well, anyway, congratulations in advance. And this is Jay from Pageant. So my question for you is, how will you relate yourself as a candidate of Miss Grand Philippines?
Well, how will I be relatable to the people is that I was exposed to low socioeconomic status and the underprivileged even when I was young. Just a little backstory. My exposure to this was actually due to the fact that both of my parents are doctors. And my late father actually, he was a philanthropist. He loves to go to far-flung areas to conduct medical missions and also lay forests. So in a sense, I could relate to them in a way na I know what it's like to have a difficult childhood. I know what it's like if you don't have the means to actually achieve your dreams. And that's why I'm here actually, because I want to create a platform wherein you get to share the world in my eyes as well, and you get to be who you are. Because at the end of the day, we need someone like a support system. I can be your ate, I can be your mom, I can be your friend or anything. That's what my friends actually grant me, that they can approach me anytime. Kasi first of all, chikadora ako. But I will never share your secrets to the world. Kaya, yun din, I am a listener, I'm a leader as well. And at the same time, I will be your comfort blanket every time you need help.
Follow up. We all know that Miss Grand is, of course, mainit sa mga pageant fans. How will you change them that this Miss Grand Philippines or
Their mindset.
their mindset? How will you change their mindset that this Miss Grand Philippines is worthy to support?
Okay, so I just want to start with saying that all of the past queens, all of our contenders of Miss Grand Philippines, they brought so much pride and honor to the stage. But at the end of the day, we know that if it's not your time, it's really not your time. And if it's not your destiny, hindi talaga mangyayari. So I feel that on this special edition, as what I said, that all of the contestants are really prepared. They're really there to get the golden crown, and I truly believe that in this edition, we may get the golden crown. And I also want to say that the fans are actually supporting the girl, right? Parang even if the few past years, they're supporting the girl, but they're not really supporting the pageant. And I'm here to say that we also need to support the pageant. Because it goes both ways. We should always be supportive because it's still a Philippine representative, and hopefully pala, na destiny will come that our first golden crown is in the year 2024, and hopefully that would be me.
Okay, last question na lang. So there's a lot of national pageants here in the Philippines. Syempre, some of our pageant fans are curious.
Yeah.
About why did you choose to join these Grand Philippines?
Grabe naman yung question.
Actually, like, I feel that Mr. Nawad knows what he wants, right? So that's beauty, body, brains, and business. And at the end of the day, I see myself with those aspects. And one of the things that I like about Miss Grand is they have a specific advocacy, diba? It's stopping wars and violence. And that hit me, sabi ko, yeah, all of us have been warriors in different aspects. They welcome all forms of violence, but they welcome all forms of helping people stop violence. And that for me is a specific trait. That for me is also the reason why I'm here. And aside from that, I'm very energetic. Yun lang. When nakita natin, the girls on the stage of Miss Can, they're so energetic. You can see the passion, the aura, and everything else. And I believe that is me. That's a representation of me. That's why I intentionally chose Miss Can for this year.
Wow. Thank you so much, dear. Best of luck.
Sir Bam?
Yes, I have a question. Armin Adina from the Philippine Daily. First of all, I'd like to know, earlier you mentioned that as early as February, you
Yeah.
have hinted at joining at Miss Grand Philippines. That's
Yes.
much before Miss Manila.
Yes.
So how did you approach the city pageant, knowing in your heart that you
Yeah.
wanted to join a national pageant eventually?
Yeah, so the truth to that is, I also want to have a backup, a backup organization that would help me reach my dreams and aspirations. And I know that Miss Manila has created the great platform, a really big platform, and a stepping stone. And I know that DT Cam and Mayor Honey Lacuna, they're very, very supportive to the girls who would bring Manila on the national stage. So that was really my thinking. I want to be in touch with Manila. And as some of you know, that's where my dreams turned into a reality. That's where I become a licensed psychometrician, that's where I became a doctor, and that's where actually I became a social media content creator. So I wanted to have a municipality or a city that would really back me up. And Manila is the perfect example because this is headed by Mayor Honey Lacuna. And I resonate with her because she's a doctor also, same as me. So I think that that was already a stepping stone for me, and I know that I made the right choice because I'm here right now being backed up by one of the most great cities here in the country.
May I have another question?
Yes, po.
Okay, Zina Ramos,
Yes.
your Miss Manila charity,
Yeah.
one Mutiano Pilipinas charity. How did that victory affect you as you go chase your dream to earn the Miss Grand Philippines crown?
Yes, actually me and Zina were very close. During her Mutiano Pilipinas din, I was one of the people who shouted my heart out. Nawalan ako ng boses after because grabe yung sigaw ko. So since we're very close, I was really proud of her when she won. I wanted to cry. I was telling Mama Marby that I really wanted to cry because I was really so proud of her. And through that, it became an inspiration. Knowing that, oh my gosh, the Manila girls are quality. And of course, I want to bring my A game. Ayoko ipapaya yung Manila on the national stage. That's why I know and I'm thankful also because right now, Zina is here with me. She keeps on talking to me. She keeps on telling me that I can do it. And I'm really grateful for that. Because without Miss Manila, I have not known Zina. And I feel that that's already like, I'm really thankful that she came into my life as well because she's really supportive. Thank you.
Tita Lavinia.
Okay, hello. Alright, aware naman ako sa preparations.
Yes.
But as you mentioned earlier, you were preparing as early as February. A lot of folks here are asking, kung hindi ka man manalo or manalo ka man sa Miss Grand or sa ibang title, how will you do it? Like, ilang araw lang yung pagitan, may mga clothes ka na ba na naka-ready? May natkos ka ba na naka-ready? Yung magic yan.
Yes. I'm actually very thankful because I have Sir Patrick Henry with me. He has always been supportive of me. Kung sasabihin ko, Sir, sorry, I need the dress tomorrow that's this color or that color, he provides it all. And going into the pageant on the national stage, I already have a mindset, no, I'm going international. So now, up until the end of the Miss Grand International, hopefully, I know that I already have prepared for it. And I'm ready, I'm determined. As what I said, that I trained so hard, I poured my heart out in pasarela, styling, Q&A. That's every single day. And I'm really thankful that I solely have eyes on the Miss Grand Philippines stage because I already finished my postgraduate medical internship just last month. And that has gave me a time to solely focus my whole attention on Miss Grand.
Jay, meron akong follow-up question on this. So, a lot of people are also wondering, of course, when you join a pageant, usually dapat mas maaga-aga yung age. Binabantayan namin as early as 19, 20, 21. So people are wondering with your caliber, with I suppose the budget as well that's bestowed on you, and the preparations and everything na na-observe mo, bakit ngayon ka lang nagpa-pageant for us at this age? Kung sana ito yung tipo ng preparation na kailangan namin sa ibang pageants when you were a bit younger.
Actually, just a little side note. When I was 4 years old, yun yung unang pageant ko. But it's a school pageant. So, I was exposed to that. Nung 4 years old daw ako, sabi ko, Ma, parang gusto ko siyang ituloy sa national stage. But what my mom told me is, I need to have that formal education for my cause. That's why I first finished my licensed psychometrician. I finished Doctor of Medicine first before entering the stage. Because when I would enter the national stage, I want to have the proper knowledge, the proper education for it, because I know that the national stage makes you have a grand platform, a wide and expansive reach. That's why I want my cause to be heard on the national stage. But before doing that, I want to have proper special knowledge about it. That's why I finished my Doctor of Medicine degree. And also, I take one step at a time. I prioritize one step at a time because I want to do best in every endeavor that I do. That's why inuna ko na yung Doctor of Medicine, so nakuha ko na siya. And now, solely focusing on the Miss Grand Philippines, I will give my all for that golden crown. Thank you.
Thank you, Tita. Now, question 42, Bobby.
Walang mic. Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
Okay, you were in Miss Manila pageant. So, what were some of your learnings, realizations competing for Miss Manila?
Well, for Miss Manila kasi, that was really a stepping stone for me. But one of my learnings is that you should have a certain branding, like a certain style. Kasi not all styles would fit you. And I feel that's the most important factor because aside from the personality, aside from the sisterhood, I think that how you present yourself in front of the stage and even at the backstage would say what you really are. So I'm really thankful that I had Miss Manila because also I got to know my sisters, my very supportive sisters, and I have worked with a lot of designers and stylists, and then I saw na parang, oh, this is my style. So the style that I feel my contentment with is what I brought to the Miss Grand stage.
Okay, last question. Okay, in relation to Miss Grand Philippines, peace is a big word, but how would you define peace in your own words?
Okay. So peace for me is loving yourself unconditionally with unwavering altruism. I feel that peace comes from within. So when we say that, we need to be confident in ourselves, but of course it's a work in progress. When we say peace in ourselves, sometimes we think of conflict, right? We think of problems. But when we face that, we are assured if we know that we are confident in ourselves, especially now, there are so many atrocities, and honestly, if I could eradicate them all, I would. But at the end of the day, if we hear bad things coming from the outside source, and if it doesn't get to you, then I know that you have peace within, and that for me is peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question is from Sir Romel from PH.
Yes, hello. Kanina nabanggit mo your psychometrician,
Yes.
diba? And aware tayo na nowadays medyo mataas ang suicide rate, diba? What do you think is the best thing to manage this? Or ano yung pwede mong advice sa mga young women and young people ngayon na dumadaan sa mga mental struggles?
You know, it really saddens me that up until now, there's this certain stigma that if you have a certain mental health issue, you're labeled as someone who's crazy, someone who's baliw, which is definitely not the case. So for me, the other party or other individuals think that when you seek professional help, it means you're labeled as that certain stigma. So I'm here telling you that one of the most important things is to seek professional help, coming a professional itself, because I understand that it's nice if you have comfort, if you have support to other people, if you can talk to your family, but if you have professional help, that can help you because they already studied so much years of actually bearing that education that they have. They really know how to help you, especially you would go to a professional that really has a pure heart to serve, you know. You have to talk to someone that knows exactly how you become better. And of course, it's a journey. It's so difficult. That's one of the most difficult things because mental health is really one of the issues. It goes from years, decades even. And the one thing that I want all of you to know is it's okay, don't be shy. We have even suicide hotlines that if you have certain thoughts about it, or suicide ideation about it, you can call someone. It's just really easy. That's 24/7. And aside from that, you can talk to me. Ako, alam ng mga fans yan, or alam ng mga friends and supporters natin na if they message me, I reply right away. Kahit pagod ako, kahit tulog ako, I will always make time for you. And sana ma-inspire din yung other mental health professionals to also give their services to the underserved Filipino community, to the marginalized. Kasi that's the people who needs it the most because they don't have the financial capability to. Thank you.
Yes, and for my last question, aside from your journey in pageantry and you being a doctor, ano pa yung plano mo? Like, do you plan into going to show business or being an actress?
Actually, as some of you know, I'm a social media influencer for about 5 years now. I've been working it with actually in med school. So I'm very used to that area. And aside from that, I'm a print and commercial model. So with regards to being an actress, I know that I can wear many hats. I know that I'm versatile enough to have different fields that I can do my best in. So if given the chance na I can be an actress, especially I can work with Sir ALD, I would really love that. And of course, I would give my all because as what I've said that I always give my everything and all of my energy if you gave me the opportunity to. And I know na hindi ko kayo mapapahiya. So, yun kung if pala rin, I get to work with Sir ALV, I would really grab that opportunity as well.
Arnold? Si Arnold?
Yes.
Bakit special mention mo si Arnold?
ALV. Opo, kasi for me, the ALV pageant, the ALV is already, a known brand. Aside from Creative Den, of course, I'm really part of Creative Den. So I know that they would give me opportunities and they would give me hosting gigs. And of course, that's why also I entered into Miss Grand as well, because there might be opportunities for me. But of course, I'm really thankful for Creative Den because they have given me a platform and a stepping stone and I won't leave them. But I know that I can do co-management and everything, yeah.
Last na lang, dream leading man.
Actually po, medyo feeling ko mahilig ako sa action. So sana po si Coco Martin. Gusto ko po yung may fighting scenes, ganun. Very fierce, bold, and really has something to do with the community. Yeah.
Thank you and
Thank you.
Adam.
Hi, Jubilee. What's your name again?
Jay.
Jay.
Yes.
It's my first time to meet you. I wasn't able to
Yes.
follow your journey in your previous pageant. So now that I'm seeing you face to face, I'm zeroing on your work as a social media influencer, and you've been very vocal about it. And let's face it, you're joining a pageant that is quite divisive for the Filipino pageant fans. So I want to ask, being a social media influencer yourself, how would you use your knowledge or expertise in bridging the gap between the Filipino pageant fans and the international pageant organization itself?
So, being a social media content creator, of course, you have a platform, a really big platform that would reach a lot of people. So, first and foremost, I want to have a voice. Because I feel that the reason why there's so much scrutiny with Miss Grand is some of the fans are saddened by the news that there's still not a Filipino who would win the Golden Crown. But I would like to take note that other countries are preparing to, and as much as I would love the Philippines, it's really difficult to win an international crown. So for me, I would talk about how being supportive of the Filipino pageant girls can make. These beauty queens have already practiced so much. They really try to give their time, their effort, and everything else for that pageant. So for me, don't lose hope, guys. There's always next year, but of course, hopefully this year we would get the Golden Crown already.
Why do you think is that so? Na parang we bash the pageant, pero Filipino fans, from your perspective,
Yes.
I just wanna ask your opinion. Why do you think that despite the bashing, Filipino fans still love watching the pageant, or would still, take their time to take a peek of what's going on?
Because it's a unique platform. As we know that they talk about wars and violence, but one of the things that you can see on the stage is the energy. You always know that some people, or some beauty queens would actually go beyond what they do to perform well on the Miss Grand stage. And when you see the stage itself, it's so endearing. Ang ganda. Especially now, we have 2 places in Miss Grand International, right? It's not only one place, so that has a little bit of more dynamic in it. There's a spice in it. So that's one of the pageants I feel that is really prestigious here. And of course, for me, if I win, I will do my best to sustain the Miss Grand organization here in the Philippines because I believe I'm capable for it. Because when we're looking for a Miss Grand, for me, it's actually someone who's mature, someone who's independent, and someone who's capable in all forms. And I believe I also have that aspect as well.
Can I ask more? Since we're talking about Miss Grand, because let's face it, your batch has a very unique timeline. Because you only be competing for a week, tapos the eventual winner will be leaving in a few days. So, and we all know naman na Miss Grand is all about paandars and pasabog. So, I wonder, from a contestant like you joining, yung iniisip mo bang paandar ngayon? Yung paandar or pasabog na iniisip mo ngayon, ilalabas mo na ba yan sa nationals pa lang? Or parang would you reserve it for the international, assuming you end up representing our country? Or is there enough pasabogs talaga in between the time frame between your crowning moment in the nationals and your preparation or your journey to Cambodia and Thailand?
Of course, I would give my all on the Miss Grand Philippines stage, but there are certain aspects that we are reserving on the international scene. I don't want to reveal details yet because I know kayong ma-spoil, but the new Jubilee Acosta is someone who is fierce, someone who's bold, but still has the sophistication. I'm still a classy Jubilee Acosta, as what you saw in Miss Manila. But I'm greater. There is some fine-tuning that I did, but I don't want to spoil any details, but I know that akala niyo siguro yun na yung pasabog ko on the national stage, but I have more to give on the international stage, and I'm really thankful for my team who helped me achieve this.
Who's your favorite Miss Grand Philippines title holder?
That's a tough question, because I believe that all Miss Grand Philippines brought pride and honor to the stage. But personally, aside from that, they also say, like some people say, I kind of resemble her, and that's Samantha Bernardo. Because she has that unconventional side. Gusto ko din yun. May papakita kakaiba sa national and international stage. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, po.
John Ray.
Oh, on the spot. I'm Jane.
How's that?
Okay, so you mentioned earlier that violence, war, and battles are not only outside, yes. In your life right now, what's the biggest or toughest battle that you have to deal with?
The toughest battle is actually, can I say the past? Because there's a certain aspect in my life that made me who I am today. And that is when my father passed away. So my father, just a little backstory. My father was an adult cardiologist, but he died of a cardiac disease. Yes. Mainly because he didn't have enough sleep, enough rest to actually sustain his body. Because he has been helping, as of what I've said, he was a philanthropist. A lot of people really loved him in our community. And it was sudden because he had sudden cardiac death. When he died, I didn't know what to do because I have me, my sister, my ate, and my mom. It's only the three of us. But ever since I took that hurdle, I took that downfall to make it as an inspiration na, oh, I can follow in my dad's footsteps. Even if you see pageantry as something that's glitz and glam, where I see it as a platform where my cause can be heard. And yun nga, with me being a social media content creator, it's a different platform. But of course, I want to widen my reach. I want to tell people that health is truly one's wealth because our body is our temple, you know. It's a basic need that everyone deserves. And also my mom, up until now, she's really supportive. My mom naman is a pediatric neurologist. So she's really keen about helping children. Lumaki talaga akong ganun. And my tita even is the vice of the Philippine Medical Association, and she does the same thing. So I'm really exposed to that aspect. So yun, parang I would like to take this opportunity to tell you all that even if you have hurdles in life, countless downfalls, you still need to stand up. You still need to have that drive that can help the community and serve the community. And I feel that it's still baby steps, but I can go a long way with it. Thank you.
Thank you, John Ray. The next question is from Sir Ferdinand Abimon of Gonzalo.
No, wag naman muna. There seems to be a confusion on the tagline of Miss Grand International, Stop the War. So, as you said a while ago, there's other kind of wars that are ongoing. So, do you think the tagline is up for in today's, or they have to change?
Well, I feel it's still relevant up until this very day. We still have wars that, like the wars we have in Philippines and China and whatnot. But I think that the girls should have the responsibility to know that the wars are not only in the battlefield. The wars are not only seen in guns. They're also seen in people. They're also seen in bullies and all negativity in the world that we need to eradicate. But I think we should take it not as like specific wars in general because violence comes in all forms and we need to stop that. That's why I don't think we should change the tagline, but we need to elaborate it more so that people can understand and it would reach a lot of different individuals here and around the world.
And why should you be the next?
Wait lang. Wait lang. Wait lang.
Ayan. Ayan.
Ready?
Jay, Miss Grand Philippines.
Well, first and foremost, I'm very passionate with what I do. Look what I did before. I finished my Doctor of Medicine. And now that I'm solely looking at only the golden crown right now, I would do my very best because I have the energy for it. In fact, I would like to add another B if I win Miss Grand Philippines. It's beauty, body, brains, and I mean business, but I want to add another B. And that's being brave. That's being bold. Because that is me. And I will carry it with the next generations to come. And I will be a unique Miss Grand International for sure. Thank you.
Panalo na Jay. Jay Barbo.
The next question is from Edge Tenori.
Jubilee. Jubilee. Bakit Jubilee?
Okay, so a little story. The gap of me and my sister is 7 years. So, for 7 years, they prayed and prayed na sana mabuntis yung mom ko. And when that miracle came to them, it means that they celebrated lifelong. And that's what Jubilee means. Jubilee means celebration. Jubilee means a gift of life. And that's why I embody it as well. And I also want to add yung Therese, because I'm Jubilee Therese. So Therese naman comes from St. Therese because St. Therese has helped my mom be pregnant with me. So yun, parang they were really thankful that I'm here. And I know naman that my father above, as well as my mom, were also proud of me because they know that I'm doing my best in my everyday life, even if I have a lot of steps to go, but I know that in my heart na I'm willing to give my all on whatever opportunity God may give me. Thank you.
It's the time of courage. Anyway, so aside from being a doctor, as Miss Manila runner-up, and social media influencer, what can you give us 3 fun facts na gusto mong i-share sa amin social media?
Okay. So, first fun fact, I'm into sports. I was an equestrian, horseback rider, ever since I was 3 years old because that's the sport that my dad loved. And when my dad passed away, I also became a volleyball athlete back in elementary and in high school. So I competed to various national parts like Palarong Pambansa, Shakey's League. But after that, I got the essence of the sportsmanship and I bring that to this very day. Second fact is I eat a lot. I really eat a lot. People may not look at me as someone who eats because I'm thin, right? I'm pithy, but I eat. And the favorite combination that I like is very peculiar. So that's bagoong and chocolate. I eat that ng sabay.
Oh my God.
Oo. And I know it's weird, but see, I told you guys, hindi talaga ako. Tapos, the last one is I talk to myself every day. Hindi yun siya, guys. Bakit yun? As a psychometrician, I talk to myself. I say my mantra every time I wake up. Okay, this is what I'll do. And I'm actually a bit of on the neurotic side. So when I wake up, I organize my thoughts. I tell myself na, kaya mo yan, what can we do to be more purposeful in the community? Or what can I do to make my parents proud and whatnot? And at the end of the day, pag natutulog ako, I always tell myself, hey, you did a great job today. Or hey, I think you need more improvement. Hey, I think you need to say sorry to this and that. And that mantra has made me who I am today. So guys, okay lang kumausap sa sarili niyo. Okay lang yun.
Ikaw, sabi mo sarili mo
Ay, Barbo! Pero ba kung makakagulong later? Okay, next question. Of course, sa social media, sa pageant class, may mga candidate sa Miss Grand Philippines na matunog ang pangalan. So, why pageant fans should also give attention sa journey mo here in Miss Grand Philippines?
Mainly because all I ever wanted is to slay the stage. You know, one of the reasons why I entered Miss Grand because I want the challenge. Diba people have talked bad about Miss Grand, there's a bit of scrutiny, but I want to change that. I hope and pray that I am the one who will be able to represent the Philippines on the grand stage because I feel that not only I am really dedicated to my work, my cause has been in my life, but I also want to perform, I want to give my very best. And I understand that there are also some pageant veterans that are joining. And of course, they'll give a good show. But that actually motivated me more to give my A game, to give my all. And I'm really thankful because the same energy that they give, I want to give more. And for sure, I will do that on the national stage.
Last question from Mama Franz. Aside from Miss Grand Philippines crown, there is another pageant crown or title that are in stake in this year's competition.
Is this the new hero people?
Miss Grand.
Yes.
If ever that you won't win the golden crown, are you willing also to get the universal women crown?
I will take whatever crown ALB or the Miss Grand Org sees me fit. I know that the criteria for the universal woman also embodies me because it's 25 and above, right? 25 to 45. And their tagline, New Era of Beauty, has also catched my attention. So if I was fortunate enough to also get the universal crown and not the Miss Crown crown, I would take it in open arms. And as what I've said, I prepared and my team prepared for the international scene, not only the national scene, but I'm a forward thinker. So I always think internationally, I always think for the best. So whatever crown is given to me, I will have my own spice to it. I know how to handle it. And I will give my very best to represent the Philippines with pride and honor. Thank you.
Would it be okay if you could stand up and
Wait lang. Wait lang.
Wait lang.
One, two, three, go! Jubilee Acosta, Miss Manila!
Mga agos.
Perfect.
Very nice.